And both of you, with your keen understanding of how this works, especially from National Guard families, I can tell you this, having been one of those that came back, we were in support of OEF, but sitting in there with OIF veterans, when we came back, they showed us the horse whisperer and told us to be nice when we went home.
Seriously? Is this guy for real? Having been one of those that came back from what? The Armed Forces Recreation Center in Garmisch? An MWR trip to Lake Como? Visiting Rome? He says that in support of OEF, but sitting in there with OEF and OIF veterans when they came back. Where were you sitting with these veterans? At the food court at Caserma d'Italy in Vicenza? This guy's beyond shameful, folks. He is intentionally misrepresenting his military service, leaving the uninformed civilians with the impression that he served in Afghanistan when he didn't. I never served in Afghanistan. I never made such a claim. This guy makes these endless claims. How many more of these videos will turn up with this guy misleading the public about what he did in uniform? Such shameful people should not be in political office. Tim Walz uses his National Guard service as a handy wipe, as a convenient prop to get elected and mislead people. This is what politicians do. Listen, there's a lot of questions about this guy's stolen valor, and they're valid. This guy is willfully dishonest about his service, about what he's done, what he's not done. Let's go back to the 2006 campaign and his campaign office telling the public that the reason that Tim Walz retired from the Minnesota National Guard wasn't because of the pending deployment and that he's a coward. That's not why he retired. He retired because he was running for office, for Congress. And, of course, you cannot run for office and be a soldier, except that's a lie. Yet another lie from Tim Walz and all those around him, his little protectors. If you serve in the reserve component, in the reserves, or the National Guard, there is nothing that prevents you from running for political office or holding political office. Do I need to point out the obvious with Tulsi Gabbard serving the reserves as a commissioned officer, or Scott Perry serving in the Pennsylvania National Guard, rising to the rank of brigadier general and then retiring as a helicopter pilot and also deploying while in Congress, or Lindsey Graham, for decades a member of the South Carolina Reserves or National Guard, or Strom Thurmond, a two-star general from the Second World War who served in the reserve components for decades after the end of the Second World War. Tim Walz is a bold-faced liar. The people around him are pathological liars about his military service. This is shameful. This is shameful. And this is being covered up by the media and being misrepresented as Republicans attacking his service. It's the swift boating of Tim Walz. There's no swift boating here. These are his words. This is his misrepresentation. He's giving people the impression that because he deployed to Italy, I was stationed in Italy, he deployed to Italy, that he knows what it's like to be a veteran from OEF. Yes, he gets credit for OEF, but he did serve in combat, and that's what he wants you to believe. He served in combat. Shameful conduct by shameful people.